Good evening, and welcome to the end of the year review with me, Sebastian Presley. And did you know that this year we are transitioning from the year of the rabbit to the year of the dragon? And of course, we know all about dragons up here in North Compass. But I digress, because with the King's official New Year's Honours list already unveiled, we here at North Compass Live decided to compile an honours list of our very own to mark the achievements of some local residents over the past 12 months, such as Mr. Leonard Pike, who back in February led the rescue team during the grueling 4-day search of the cave system running close to Autumn Downs, before eventually finding the 5 lost members of the North Compass Cave Crawlers Association. The cave crawlers had thought that these newly discovered caves might just be the entrance to the underground kingdom of the Badgermen. However, Mr. Pike of North Compass Search and Rescue was sceptical, saying at the time that this particular cave system is but one of hundreds spread along the Pilgrim's Path from Elfia Hill to Drabok, and the caves in question showed no signs whatsoever of ever being inhabited. Next up on our honours list is a close personal friend of mine, as it's none other than Professor George Harrison from Hotch Academy, whom we feel really must be recognised for his unwavering service to the field of archaeology. As you might remember from earlier in the year, Professor Harrison was prevented from undertaking work on a dig of national importance. And yes, once again, the archaeological team was stopped by the Sudbury family, which eventually led to some very loud protests at the main gates of Sudbury Manor, and even one of those protest camps being erected by, among others, representatives of the National Network of Truth Seekers. However, I'm pleased to say the whole thing has been resolved, and Professor Harrison and his team hope to commence work in the new year.
The findings basically yes. Yeah. Did you know that basically yes. That's why that's okay.
I do apologise. That was something that the people from Rambling Guilfoyle wanted inserted. Anyway, our next entry in the North Compass Live Honours list is a little unusual, as the recipient is none other than Barnabas the Badger. Now, we've all grown up hearing stories about people in Badgerton opening their front doors and finding the oddly marked badger on their doorstep, begging for breakfast. But back in 2015, local residents began noticing his absence, causing the Badgerton Gazette to speculate on the charming badger's fate. Well, all fears were put to rest this past spring, when Barnabas finally reappeared and even posed for some photographs. Marvellous stuff. And staying in Badgerton, many of the team here at North Compass Live wanted me to include this year's Badger Ball champions, the Badgerton Badgers. But as I explained to them, playing Badger Ball is hardly an achievement worth honouring. I mean, any child in a playing field could do the same. It's not exactly rocket science. You're just throwing a stripy ball to one another. And as for being the champions, well, I know it sounds good, but when one realises there are only 5 teams in the championship, well, it's not quite so impressive, is it? However, I promised to give them a mention, and I have. Now then, let's pause for a moment whilst I play another something from our sponsor.
Come on down to Badgerton Market for the January sale of a lifetime at Colin Cruikshank's Artist's Loft for all your creative needs, whether it's painting with acrylics, pottery, shell art, decoupage, handcrafting jewellery, exploring resin, or something more exotic. We guarantee you'll find whatever you need in our brand new premises in the heart of Badgerton Market. And from December the 28th till February the 1st, every item has a discount tag at Colin Cruikshank's Artist Loft.
Welcome back. And on the subject of Badger Ball, did you know that the game of Badger Ball can be traced back to medieval times, when every village in North Compass was required by law to provide a team for the annual Badger Ball tournament in Badgerton Market Square? And interestingly, this law was only repealed back in 1914, at the start of the Great War. Now then, returning to our honours list, and the next recipient to be honoured has to be Mr. David Abernacle, who retired this year as North Compass's last remaining town crier. Mr. Abernacle has been in this position for the past 47 years, and when we asked a spokesman for the council who would be taking over the position, they said that no replacement as yet has been found due to the lack of applicants. Another tradition, it seems, that may become a thing of the past.
Are you feeling run down, like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders? Then why not pop down to the Honey Badger and let the relaxing atmosphere of this fully licensed and semi-legal brothel soothe your troubles away, where a member of our staff, like Tony, Indica, or Ronnie, will do their very best to put that smile back on your face. So don't be alone this year. Pop down to the Honey Badger, upstairs at the old watermill, because you're worth it.
Writer, YouTube personality, and one-woman army in the ongoing war on the itsy-bitsy fairy folk, Amelia Conan Doyle is coming to North Compass, as her brand new show, My War on Pixies, arrives at the Hotch Civic Centre on the 15th of July 2024. Accompanying Miss Conan Doyle as usual will be Jerry Thomas, Senior Press Officer for the National Network of Truth Seekers, and they promise an evening of entertainment and enlightenment, with a slideshow that is sure to leave you quite breathless. So remember, Amelia Conan Doyle's My War on Pixies at the Civic Centre in Upper Hotch, July 15th for one night only. The 2024 North Compass Music Splash has been relocated from Hotch Playing Fields to Badgerton Common for an even bigger music splash than ever before, featuring an international selection of artists from the world of popular music, including a blast from the past with the newly reformed Marco and the Insects, American rock sensation Pistols and Geraniums, the homegrown vibes of the Catgut Quartet, Mr. Vincent Sombrero, and many, many more. That's the North Compass Music Splash 2024, coming to Badgerton Common this summer.
I suppose no honours list would be complete without including someone from the entertainment industry. So, here at North Compass Live, we nominate Mr. Reginald Twitter, who, along with Henry the Badger, has for many years entertained both young and old alike. And although Mr. Twitter isn't a full-time resident in North Compass, he does quite a bit of work with the North Compass-based charity, the Upper Hotch Badger Rescue Centre. Staying loosely in the entertainment sector, our next award winner, though I must admit I didn't vote for him, is Tommy Bellbottom, star of the North Compass Live children's program, Tommy's Toy Room. Apparently it's very popular with the under sevens, but if you ask me, he's nothing more than a pound shop Timmy Mallet. Mind you, I didn't like that buffoon much either. But there you have it. I couldn't veto everything the rest of the team suggested, so he's on the list. And so finally, we come to the last name on our New Year's honours list, and it has to be North Compass's very own real-life Indiana Jones, Mr. Archibald Belcrost, who tragically passed away during his return to England back in September. This was, of course, just weeks after he made international headlines by discovering evidence of a giant pyramid in Antarctica. I met him once, you know. Marvellous chap, and he will be sorely missed.
Last year, during the Christmas and New Year period, there were over 20 cases of drink driving, causing hundreds of pounds worth of damage and a serious risk to life. Now, I know you farmers are busy people, and who doesn't like a tipple every now and then? But seriously, don't drink and try to drive cattle.
Well, that's it for this year's roundup, but I'll be back in the new year with a brand new series called Ask Sebastian. So until then, Happy New Year from everyone at North Compass Live and at Rambling Guilfoyle. May the blessings of Mother Compass be upon you all.